fine.
Yeah.
Cam Little is definitely, I think, related to Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stuart Little?
Yeah, they have the same ears.
Okay, see, I didn't know because there was Cam Little.
Oh, y'all.
Cam Little, I thought there was a kicker at Arkansas.
Yeah, that's
named
him.
Steve Little.
Oh, I don't know. That,
So I
that
thought
could be
maybe that was a nephew or something like that, yeah. But anyway, we're still waiting on the Rams, right?
Yeah, we're waiting on the Rams. They're holding us up.
So we're
on the
three
Rams
picks away, three television picks away.
No, Todd is Cam's father.
Okay.
So no Steve Little connections here.
Okay, maybe I thought.
Brother of Stuart Little, though.
Okay.
We've got Curtis Jacobs. If it's an offensive player, I'm kind of thinking Brendan Rice. What do you guys think? Or do you think Blake Watson?
He may be a weapon. I think,
Jaheim Bell.
I don't know. With Schottenheimer getting excited.
Take a tight end. I still feel like
he's kind of like a lot of everything.
Yeah,
he can kind of be whatever you want.
That's valid.
He don't count.
Don't count?
No, I haven't got one yet that I was like, everybody else has had.
Well, we got Zimmer standing behind the phones here, or behind the Joneses at least.
He's pacing too.
Schottenheimer still in the room to our right. That's Robert Prince that's Robert Prince.
All right, pick a receiver.
It's either Taj Washington, Brendan Rice, or Ryan Flournoy, I think.
I would love Flournoy.
Tell me about Flournoy? What
Jordan
do you know?
Whittington's in the mix.
I thought we did it already.
Did we do him already?
Yeah, we just did.
Oh, what I was doing.
You're
sorry.
good.
I'm sorry. I was focused.
Really productive guy at the FCS level. Senior Bowl standout that I think stamped his mark as a draft pick on day 3.
My bad.
No, you're fine. He's just QB friendly, reliable, physical. He'll block on the outside.
I did see him though myself. I was just curious what you guys thought about him as well.
No, we like him. He, Nick's only knock on him was like him kind of getting knocked off his spot sometimes. Yeah. Like you want him to be a little bit stronger at the top of the route. But other than that, like he does a lot of things.
Let's see what I got on this kid, man.
He's fun. He's.
I'm glad I studied
he's a
him
weapon.
though. Because it was one of those late. Okay, you need to study this guy. Southeast Missouri, 6'1", 202. Mm-hmm. Good looking player physically. Plays with an element of smoothness to his game. Mm-hmm. Good balance, body control, working up the field along the sidelines. Does a nice job of catching the ball away from his body. Felt like he extended his hands in order to make adjusting catches. I've seen him catch the ball behind him, gather himself, and then get into the end zone. He will often be used in the deep passing game with some success, but where he thrives is underneath where his routes. He shows the ability to catch the ball on the move with no issues. He's a natural catcher. He doesn't labor or struggle in this area at all. Said snatch the ball in the air, concentration, difficult receptions made easy. Would not say that he runs an expansive route tree, but good enough. Senior Bowl was a great opportunity to showcase his talent, and he did. If there could be a downside for him, it's he'll be 25 years old later this season. So that's
a little bit of an older guy.
That is fascinating. Yeah, he started at Central Missouri. The COVID season really impacted his ability to develop early on. He had to make his way to JUCO. He was a late JUCO guy as a result. That COVID year, he used it at SEMO, and then he was able to move forward. But
you liked him, though.
Yeah, I did. I liked this guy. Absolutely, I liked him for sure. Who did, as I was talking, who did the Rams take?
They took Jordan Whittington.
Rams took Jordan Whittington?
Oh, wow. There goes Jordan Whittington to Texas. From Texas to the Rams. That's a good pick for the Rams.
Gosh.
The Rams did?
Yeah, I like that pick for the Rams.
Him and Cameron Dicker are really good friends, too, so that's fun that they get to link back up.
Yeah, he's a great slot receiver. I mean, you talk about... We've mentioned the high school football a lot, but his state championship game at Cuero might be the best performance of all time.
I think he had 250-plus receiving yards and 200-plus rushing yards and receiving yards. It was like a total of 450. It was unreal. He ran Texarkana Pleasant Grove out of the building.
Yeah, he did, by himself. I think he played both ways, too, in that game.
He did. Yeah, played some safety, too. Had a pick 6.
Yeah, he did. That's right. That's crazy. Yeah, Jordan Whittington. Good for him, man. Going to the Rams there, pick 213. In the 6th round. Bengals up next, followed by the 49ers and the Cowboys. Cowboys pick is in. We believe it's an offensive player because we had Brian Schottenheimer in there getting pretty excited. So we'll have to see and wait. Is it a wide receiver? Is it finally a running back? Do they go back to the offensive line well?
My guess, it's probably a skill player. That would be my guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Prince on the phone, it would have to be
it's a receiver, but which receiver is it?
But which receiver?
Yeah, is it? Sanford. Cedric Jones just went. Or Cedric Johnson, excuse me, from Ole Miss.
Brendan Rice would be so much fun for the storyline, at least.
Oh, God, it'd be great.
That'd dominate the press conference today.
Cedric Johnson was top player left on the board for an NFC team last round.
You may see him?
I did.
You want to just give him his due because he got picked.
Well, he gave Alabama's tackles hell. Yeah, they struggle with him. They struggle with his length and his power, which he displays often. He has fluid hips and coverage when he's asked to do it. When he drops, he doesn't look awkward. I mean, he is kind of big, but he don't look awkward. He attacks linemen, their outside hand, with a vengeance. He's very aggressive with the hand fighting. He's very tall, athletic. I do think he can improve his contact balance to shed and tackle more consistently. But he played 46 total games throughout his collegiate career, a lot of football. He's had some good experience, and he looks like a nice guy, but he's not.
I like that.
If you see his face, you're like, oh, this guy looks, no, he's not. It's not nice on the field. So, yeah, those are my few notes about the player.
He's not nice.
He's not nice.
Jarrett Kingston from USC, the guard at 6'4", 306, going to the San Francisco 49ers. They're trying to keep replenishing that offensive line. The guy's got guard tackle flex at USC, played kind of both spots there. He did test very well at the Combine, but now the Cowboys finally on the clock.
Oh, it's happening.
The pick is in.
Oh, dang.
We await the Dallas Cowboys selection. Final guesses as to who this could be. I'm just going to go with Brendan Rice. He's my highest rated wide receiver. That'd be kind of crazy if Jerry Rice's kid was a Dallas Cowboy.
Did you say that
That's what I'm
Did he visit
Flournoy?
He was not somebody that they made a lot of contact with. They may have met with him at the Senior Bowl since he was a Senior Bowl guy, but I'm not sure of that 100%. If they want to lean on a guy that they know or that they have brought in, John Trey, or I forget, we're going receiver here. I don't think there's any.
I think it's him or Rice.
Ryan Flournoy. There it is.
There it is.
Hey, I get there.
Yes, Southeast Missouri State. All right, Aisha, tell us about Flournoy.
Again?
Yeah, again.
How many times we gonna
Maybe
talk
we got
about
people
him?
that are just tuning in. I mean, a freak athlete, no question about it.
You right.
But
You right.
Ryan Flournoy, Southeast Missouri State.
Alrighty, so one of the first things that stood out to me was just his ability to be physical as a blocker on the outside in the screen game. This is a guy that plays with strong hands. He's very smooth, like Brian said, out of his releases. He uses his length at the catch point, and he has the ability to stop on a dime. He can cause a lot of bad angles and missed tackles. The run after catch with him is strong. That's why Nick paled the comparison to some Debo-esque stuff. Everybody wants somebody like that. Very high effort, QB friendly player. We talked about it earlier. Like him, something he can improve on is just being a tad bit stronger at the line of scrimmage and being able to get through some of press and some of his releases. But other than that, I think that this guy is a weapon that can come in here and make a difference. Does he have any return ability? Do you have any special teams ability as well?
Yes.
Okay.
That athleticism, absolutely.
No, yeah. He's a heck of an athlete, and so that's why I was like, if you had to choose between him, and he hasn't really had a whole bunch of health issues and things like that as well, which is obviously was the concern with Whittington. That's why I was asking about him a few minutes ago. But yes, I'm excited. This just got me hyped. I'm excited.
Let's go. Beaux Limmer just went to the Rams. It's a good late pick. But Ryan Flournoy, your latest Dallas Cowboy, the ideal prototypical size for the position at 6'1", 202. Certainly tested very, very well. That 4.37 short shuttle, the 4.4 40-yard dash. Any nuggets, Nick, Bobby? Anything you got here on Flournoy?
Yeah, 16th all-time draft pick from Southeast Missouri State. Their last one was in 2019. Drew Forbes went to the Cleveland Browns. Second receiver all-time taken by Southeast Missouri State. Willie Ponder went in the 2003 draft to the New York Giants. But, yeah, you see this well-built lower half, but with these long legs that create these long strides out in the open field. He's going to be a playmaker. He's going to have some very fun training camp moments and preseason moments. I think he's going to be a guy that can be a reliable target for the Cooper Rush, Trey Lance battle at training camp that Stephen Jones has talked about. And you see him taking balls out of the backfield. I think he could do a lot of that. We saw that with CeeDee Lamb last year, but if Mike McCarthy wants to rely on a couple of other weapons to do those similar type of things, then Flournoy, if he's able to make the roster, which I believe he has the capability of doing so, then he can kind of do those type of things. The athleticism is what will always stand out to me when I'm talking about Ryan Flournoy, and you see that in him being able to break off the line. Granted, he needs a little bit more physicality off the line, but that athleticism, it gets him out of that. It gets him out of that cannon in a very, very quick facet. 39.5-inch vertical, 11-foot broad jump. Both of those among the top of the receiver group in the entire NFL draft. This is a great value pick. I had him in the 5th. I think this is a really good value to get a really good player.
His size and athleticism checks a lot of their markers that they have internally for what they think prototype receivers should look like. Like if you look at just the fact that, he's 6.5, he's running 4.4, he's got almost a 40-inch vertical, an 11-foot broad, good weight, like strong. It checks a lot of the physical characteristics. And, Chris Vaughn just told us earlier today, and Chris Vaughn looked really excited about the pick. Chris Vaughn told us today, athleticism is something that's so rare. Like those traits are so rare. You take chances on them because that's the hardest thing to acquire.
Yeah, my goodness. And our buddy Michael Gelkin putting out that he produced the fastest GPS time during position drills at the Combine. The wide receiver who did so in 2023 would be Puka Nacua. So that's pretty good to follow there for our guy Ryan Flournoy, your latest Dallas Cowboy, who we'll get the secret audio from and get him on the phone here in just a moment. Of course, his hometown, Hazel Crest, Illinois, and out of southeast Missouri State through way of central Missouri, and then Iowa Western Community College. So excited to get to chat with Ryan Flournoy, and yeah, he's gonna be fun to watch, man. We get him out there for OTAs, and then of course mini camps, and then training camp. They're out knocking out Aisha. We got your guy.
I mean, I ain't gonna say all that. He ain't like.
I'm putting him as your dude.
My God, I just was wondering.
You're giddy over
if he
here.
was gonna come up. I mean, I guess I'm giddy. I think part of me is just excited, just to touch the receiver position as a whole, because I still feel like there's depth there, kind of, sort of, not really, a little bit.
Okay, some of the other picks that just came off the board as we await to talk with Ryan Flournoy. Beaux Limmer, center out of Arkansas, goes at 217. Love that pick for the Rams, man.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The Rams going ahead and getting Beaux Limmer.
Vibes, right?
Yeah, vibes.
They just be vibing, cause what?
Yeah, Beaux Limmer, Tyler, Texas, baby. Beast, Texas. Just want to shout that out real quick.
I want to give him his due if I can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
I mean, because I thought he might be a consideration for the Cowboys if it got down, if you were trading back and those kinds of things. He was the starting center for the Razorbacks. He spent the majority of his career at guard, to be honest, and I think he might be a better center. But he doesn't have a lot of bulk to him. But he wants to get really close to the defender and attempt to control him by putting his hands on the outside frame and kind of wrestling him. I think he's got some agility. The hand placement could be a little off, but once he gets a hold of his man, he's not going to let go. Solid positional run blocker. Has a nasty side to his game in the way he attempts to finish. There's snaps where he gets a little sloppy with his technique, but it's just he'll get the job done. He's a good pass blocker. He'll sit down on his man. He'll hold him off. There's some knee imbalance there to the way where sometimes he gets a little ragdolled, and you got to watch that. But he's not on the ground much. But he comes really close. Appears to handle power well when to deal with a good position. Second level blocker, understands the position, how to position himself in order to secure the block. I thought it was a little slow getting out on screens and stuff. A couple of snaps where they could have called him for being downfield, but they didn't. His lack of bulk might scare some teams, but super tough in the way he plays.
Yeah, I love that pick. I think that's a steal to get him at this point from the Rams. You mentioned the position flex, but he just understands leverage. I think he's a really, really fun player. Devin Leary, the quarterback from Kentucky, then ends up